Damn, Mr. Fast and the Furious, you've seen too many fucking dumb sequels from that franchise, man. You're going so fast for it, bitch, man. Unless you woke up late and you're in a hurry. I've been waking up like almost an hour, no, like probably 2 hours later because I don't want to go to sleep early. I would if I was still my old habits of going to the bakery, business. I could have clocked in anytime I wanted to because I was running the whole bitch basically. And secondly, if I was still not getting with the family, I probably would have been like, fuck it, let me go to sleep. But because I don't do that and I try to go see the family, so I don't want to go to sleep early because I don't want to go see the family and then I'm going to start feeling real sleepy around fucking 5 or 6 o'clock, so I didn't want that, so I started to go to bed now between 7 and 8 instead of freaking 6 or 5:30. I was kind of thinking about over the weekend, maybe I should join the gym also. Because, don't get me wrong, going to my clinic's gym is cool and all, but it's a pain in the ass when you leave because of the traffic buildup. You know what I mean? So, that's one big problem. So, but I was like, dude, if I go to the gym, I much prefer in the morning, and I would have to get up at 2. And, you know, like I said at the beginning, I don't want to go to sleep at 5:30 just to go to wake up at 2 and, you know, family gets together, I'm going to be like, oh my God. Especially, I think by next month, somebody in my family is going to get married. So I'm definitely going to go to the wedding. Hello, Louisiana. Right now I'm driving to work. I think the other reason why I like to go to my, well, since last week when I used to enjoy going to work very early, just in case something were to happen to my truck, I have enough time to think about, okay, let me get something and go over there and stuff like that, you know? But if it were to happen, I could just call the supervisor or the lead and all that and just tell them, hey, car broke down, you know? I feel a little tired, man. Maybe because I woke up like an hour ago. Or also it's because I played Thrill the Fight yesterday and oh my God, the game's ass again. It's been ass since last April. I mean, the game they made now kind of reminds me a little bit like the one update I enjoyed a lot back in April of last year, right? It's sort of what they did, like they updated to the game to kind of feels like the April update, but it's not even the April update. Your punches are not, there's construction? There's a speed limit sign telling me there's construction. I don't see any construction, dude. Anyways, the game feels like it's like the April update, but it's not really. Your punches seem to land now, but they took the ability of damage accumulation, it seems, because the damage buildup doesn't fucking work in the fucking update now. That's what I noticed. Because in the April update, your punches were landing, right? There wasn't that problem where a lot of players were doing this little hack or trick where they stuck their hand out like this, and it created like some type of force field in the game, which made it hard. Now your punches are able to dig in there, which feels like real life boxing. But it seems they took away the ability now to damage accumulation, dude. Like, the more punches, the more cleaner punches, the more input you land, it builds up the damage. And that's what the old update was. That's what made it, like, realistic. Because obviously, if you land more punches, more cleaner punches, the other person starts little by little, you know, get weaker and stuff. They must have scrapped that. And they gave everybody iron chins now. Which again, there's people out there who could take punches. Don't get me wrong, in real life. But yesterday, there was one match that I landed 6 fucking clean shots in the guy's face. Boom, 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 boom. Nada. And then they could just land one hook. It's like, not only they gave spammers still the ability to hook spam, but they also gave them the ability to jab spam now. Because now they're just jabbing you away to deplete all your health. Oh my god, man. Some people are saying the game is so unplayable right now. I don't know. It's like, I mean, I still play it for the workout. Yeah, I mean, it's not a big deal for me anymore because I don't really see the game as like, oh, I'm looking forward to the next update. I felt that way on April of last year where I was like, man, this game is so fucking good right now. You know, it balances it all out. I'm looking forward to the next update. But if you guys ever saw my live stream, the 0 of you, because there's nobody here, but I'm just talking like a crackhead right now. Maybe somebody will watch the replay. If you guys saw that live stream, there's of course, very few people watching my live stream, but when I heard they updated the game, I live streamed it to see my reaction, to see how it is. I thought they made improvements. Nah, dude, they went back to how it used to be, and I was like, are you effing kidding me? I couldn't believe what these developers did to the game. I'm like, you gotta be effing kidding me. Why did you do this? That's where I realized, dude, these guys went ass backwards in this game, and a lot of people were defending it, saying, you just don't know how to box. Listen, I'm not gonna try to go right here and say I know what it's like to... I'm not gonna act like an expert when it comes to boxing, right? That's ancient history for me. I did boxing back when I was like 20, like when I was in my 18s, right? But I have a little itsy bitsy bit of experience when it comes to the boxing ring because I went up there many times. Okay? I'm not going to say I know how to fight or anything. Of course not. That's ancient history for me. I probably will look like a grandpa now if I were to get in a fight on the street. But then again, I would never get myself in a fight on the street, especially my age, going to be 42. That would be rather embarrassing. Back then, it was like, yeah, you got to fight. Yeah, fuck yeah. You know, you ain't taking shit for no one. But now at 42, going to be 42, it's like, I'd be embarrassed if I did that shit at that age now, dude. You know what I mean? I don't want to get in a fucking fight. It's stupid. But I do have a little bit of experience when it comes to fighting. And it's funny when people keep telling me online who defend Thrill the Fight too, you just don't know how to box. Even some people who are saying that, listen, I do boxing and all that, this game feels so unrealistic right now. One person say, I'm not saying there's a bunch of them, but there are some people on the reviews on MetaQuest on the game that they're like, it's basically ranked a 3 or 2, right? I don't know what's the rating right now, but it's ranked like around 3 out of 5. 2.5 out of 5, somewhere around there. The former one, the first Thrill the Fight, is still ranked around 4, so even the first one is better than the sequel. But the thing is, the sequel could be still good. But they keep fucking making this game, it seems they're still making this game like frustrating for people who actually want to box and train and work out, and they're giving it to people who like to spam punches. Which again, that's cool if you could do that. But the other thing I also forgot to mention, that what I loved about the April update is that not only can you accumulate damage the more you land, but the other thing too, that if the person kept spamming you punches, if you saw an opening and you threw that punch, you swung that punch in a way that you meant it, that you wanted to land it hard and you used your hips, the fucking game would like most likely 50-50 see it as a punch, like a stunning punch. it's not there. You don't really get that anymore. And after April, when they scrapped that update, they're like, nah, fuck that. This game looks too real. It, we are not trying to make this game close to real life boxing. We're not going for that. We got to get rid of this update quickly. Fucking, oh, fuck these developers, dude. Just in case anybody out there's wondering, have you seen Marsha's post? No, I haven't even seen nothing. Dude, I haven't even been paying attention on the internet that much. I've been working. I'm not saying I'm staying off the internet. It's just that when you're busy doing other stuff, you're not really... It's not like when I was working at the cookie shop and when I was working at the family bakery business, or when I was unemployed for 7 months. It wasn't like I'm like looking at my phone all the time to see what's going on. I don't really do that. I do check out the phone, but I don't really care about politics. I don't care. This is what I say, like then and now. Anybody who spends the whole time fucking leaving posts all the time about politics, they must really have too much time in their hands. They don't got nothing. They probably have a situation where they're comfortable and they are paying and they don't have to worry about money. Money's not much of an issue for them. So they got a reason, and they go around and get a reason to be pissed off about something, and they spend all the time on the internet, or they have a career on that, like an influencer and all that, and they spend all of their time on the fucking internet. I don't have that, so I'm not gonna get pissed off on stuff that's happening on the internet about that. I think it's much more worth the internet for what, you know? It's like when Marshall spends too much time on the internet, he goes by what the internet says, and that's not what real life is. That's not what real life is, dude. It's like when everybody was putting up videos about, yeah, we're sticking it to Trump by going by Ben & Jerry ice cream. All right, so you're raising your sugar levels by giving the middle, and that's your way of giving the middle finger to Trump. Okay. People are in droves buying Ben & Jerry in defiance of him. I'm like, no, it's not. Shut the fuck up. I'm gonna turn this video off in just a bit. Because I'm almost there to my job. Oh yeah, I gotta talk to my supervisor to tell her that if she's already improved my hours, because you know I'm working through the agency, so it kind of sucks right now. By the end of Friday, everybody else who's a full-time employee, like a permanent employee, once they clock out on Friday, they get their paycheck, right? That's what I heard. But me, because I work on the agency, I got to put in my time in a time, like an online timesheet on their website from the agency. Then once I put that down, I have to wait, I believe, for my supervisor to approve it. And then instead of saying, okay, we got your information, here's your money, we're sending it through your bank, you think it will be fast. No, it takes 4 extra days. I don't know why it takes so long. They say it was going to be quickly once they get approved, but it takes them 4 extra fucking days. So I don't get it till like every Thursday. I was supposed to get it like every Friday. I heard at the beginning you were going to get it on Friday. Once you send it in and the supervisor approves it, you're going to get it that same day. No, it takes like 6 extra fucking days. I don't mind right now because just for the fact that, hey, I've been unemployed for 7 months. Sorry, 7 months. I finally have some source of income, and I'm happy for it, you know. But hopefully they approve that shit today. That means I'll get it by Thursday, quite possibly Friday, if that's what they're gonna be doing. That takes them 4 fucking days. Or they must have forgot to look into my shit. I don't know. Anyways, later, guys.